Hey guys, my name is Jera and welcome to my very first podcast. I want to talk about letting go. There's a lot of people na they're thinking, parang gusto ko nang mag-let go ng situation na to, ng job na to, or ng relationship na to. But I don't know if tama ba na i-let go ko. And I'm scared. Paano kung pagsisihan ko? First thing first, why do people stay in toxic environment and relationships? First common excuse is when you justifying other people's actions. For example, nahuli mo yung jowa mo, he's looking at girls in bikinis sa social media and he's liking and following these girls. Sometimes you caught them messaging other girls and then you justify it na hindi naman physical cheating to. At I know this person, hindi niya ako pag-cheatan. Like, bakit siya mag-cheat? Binibigay ko naman sa kanila. Basically, you're covering up this person's mess and you are justifying his action. Whether it's a relationship, a friendship, or a family, that feeling na you love this person, but for some reason, you feel lonelier and you feel bad about yourself when you're with them rather than you being alone. You know why? Because maybe this person or situation in your life is draining your energy. I'll give you an example. If you are with a narcissist or gaslighter person, you will feel like you're walking on an eggshell. So that means parang lagi mong iniingatan yung words na sasabihin mo, yung galaw na gagawin mo, because konting ganun lang, it's very fragile, magiging away na siya. And if you will try to reason out with this person, they are really good at gaslighting you. Alam mong tama, alam mong may point ka, alam mo, but for some reason, you will end the conversation ng ikaw ang mali, ikaw ang masama, at ikaw yung kailangan mag-sorry. You're the reason why they cheated and lahat ng mess nila sa buhay nila, isisisi nila sa'yo. That's what they do. They have to drag you down to make them feel good about themselves and to make you look bad in any situation. Sorry, lalaki lang ako. Or he was like, taba mo na kasi kaya ako tumitingin tuloy sa iba na sexy. And they will say, kasi wala ka ng time sa akin kasi nag-work ka. Everything that they do, ikaw may kasalanan. Ganon. And that could drain you. Ako kasi before, when I experienced this, hindi pa ako sanay with dealing with abusive, manipulative gaslighter. So, yung reaction ko is, I'll be so devastated. I will show him that I'm crying, I am shouting, and I don't like myself whenever I'm with this person. He's making me become a person that I don't like and I'm not. Nagsisigaw, nag-hysterical. It's not me to do that. These people actually wants to see you suffer like that because they are getting their power and energy from you reacting to that scenario. They like getting that ego hit sa kanila na nakokontrol ka nila and nakokontrol nila yung emotions mo. That's why it is very draining when you're with this person kasi nga all they do is to extract energy from you so that they can have it to themselves. And mapapansin mo, mas lalo sila nag-glow up, gumaganda yung buhay nila, sinasabi ng mga tao na, oh, you're so lucky in life. Like, your business is growing. Look at you, you're glowing up. And they would even say to themselves na marami silang natutunan, marami silang naging level up sa buhay nila since nung nakasama ka nila. They will even communicate that to you. Pero magtataka ka, bakit ganun? Ikaw gumaganda yung buhay mo, naging maayos ka, pero bakit ako ganito? Bakit ako pumapangit? And that's another sign, guys. That's how you will know that you are in a toxic situation. When you're actually getting uglier. Like scientifically, this is backed up that when you are in a bad situation, you get uglier. Imagine, hindi ka na nakakatulog, lagi ka pang umiiyak, lagi ka bang na-stress, aalamin nila kung saan ka natitrigger, kung ano yung kinakainisan mo, then yun at yun ang sasabihin nila at gagawin nila sa'yo para talagang matrigger ka and para madrain nila yung energy mo. These type of people that are toxic, manipulative, and gaslighter, what they do is they shrink you, pinapalit ka nila para they feel bigger. They feel good about themselves. They are a better person. They are the best person you can ever have in your life. Ganun yung ipapafeel nila sa'yo. And so, you're going to think to yourself na tama ba na iwan ko to o hindi? Kasi that's what this person makes me feel. He's the best I could ever have. Which is never true. Because there's always better places, better situation, better relationship, better family, better friendship out there. Kailangan mo lang manindigan sa kung anong tingin mo deserve mo and hindi mo deserve. Another sign is when you start asking. You start asking if they love you. You start asking them to care for you. You start asking them for bare minimum things like, it's Valentine's Day, can you buy me some flower? Can you treat me better? What? That's a big sign na this is not right, because you know what? Men knows what to do in a relationship. Kung gusto talaga niyang alagaan yung relationship nyo, hindi mo na kailangang magtanong. Gagawa yan ng paraan. Sabi nga nila, when a man is in love, he can move mountains for you. The fact na bare minimum pa lang hindi niya magawa, that means that's how we see you, na hindi ka deserving of a bare minimum. Always remember what the person is showing you or doing to you is how they feel about you. Kung anong ginagawa niya para sa'yo, that tells you kung anong value mo sa tao na yun. Hindi ko sinasabing laging financial or material things to but yung effort na pinuput in niya dun sa relationship. Next thing is, they constantly make you feel like you always have to prove yourself. You're always not enough. Na kailangan mo pang maging better person for them. You know what? You should be able to feel at home, to feel at ease, to feel like this person will accept you no matter what. They will accept you because they love you and they will always understand you. This is not the person that you should be in battle, in war with every day. Na every day ka na lang drained, every day ka na lang kailangan mong patunayan yung sarili mo sa kanila. You know what? Sila kaya patunayan nila yung sarili nila sa'yo if worth it ba talaga sila sa'yo. Will you ever do that? Like for example baliktarin natin, are you going to treat your relatives or your partner with like, sige, prove mo muna sa akin worth it ka para mahalin kita. You're not going to give your love if this person is not worth it. Love shouldn't be like that. Love should be accepting the person who they are, whatever it is, because you choose to love that person. May mga taong match for each other, may mga taong hindi. I think if you have to prove yourself before a person should love you, you shouldn't be there the first place. The problem is, we thinking that the situation will change or this person will change. And one day, marirealize niya after lahat ng suffering na tiniis natin sa tao na to, or sa situation na to, or sa trabaho na to, one day they will realize, they will come into a conclusion that you are the best person. Never mo sila sinukuan. You did everything for them. You have sacrificed your whole life and your dreams. One day, marirealize nila yon and mag-change sila and everything will be better. Girl, no. Whatever you experience with this person, it is what it is. It is who they are. Don't gaslight yourself with saying, hindi naman sila ganito dati. That is the biggest scam. I'm gonna tell you how it goes. This person promised you the sun and the moon and the universe. Hindi ko naman to sinasabing sa relationship lang, okay? This can also happen in friendships. Okay? They will say, I'm a successful person. I'm a businessman. They will say all of the good things about themselves. And this is how people get trapped. And syempre, ipapakitaan ka ng proof. Okay? This person will probably spend money on you, will giving you advantages for being in their life. Bibilang ka ng ganito, ganyan. Okay? And then once na-hook ka na nila, that's when you will see the true color. If ever na lumabas ang totoong kulay ng tao na to, wag na wag mong sasabihin, hindi naman siya ganyan dati. Baka na-stress lang siya ngayon. Baka because of his traumas in life. Baka kasi ganito yung upbringing niya. Baka naman magbago pa siya. An adult person will change for you. No one can ever change a person unless that person changes himself or herself. But you can never change a person. This is the thing. We always think that we are the special one. I'm the girl that will make him want to do it right this time. Girl, no. Don't ever challenge that. Be with a person who is already the kind of person that you're looking for. Don't ever get a person and then nakita mo na ayaw mo ng gintong attitude, and then you're going to try to change that. It's like, gusto mo ng healthy lifestyle, nag-asawa ka ng naninigarilyo, hindi pa kumakain ng gulay, and then you're gonna try to change that person. It's gonna be so hard. Sobrang ma-stress ka, madidisappoint ka, at the same time, this person will feel like you are controlling. A person can promise you a lot of things to make you stay in a relationship para makontrol ka nila and para mapagawa ka nila sa mga bagay na gusto nilang mangyari. This is a manipulation tactics. Papaasahin ka nila that you will benefit for keeping up with their bullshit. Huwag ka na umalis sa company kasi next week ipopromote ka na namin, and then next week happened, walang promotion. Huwag mo na akong iwan, next week bibilang kita ng ganito something. Be very cautious kasi hindi natin alam, maybe yung own desire natin as a human being, that's normal that we have that. Maybe that is contributing para mas mahook tayo nung tao na yun. Kasi ginagamit nila yung emotion natin, yung kagustuhan natin na mag-improve din yung buhay natin, ginagamit nila yun as bala nila to keep you trapped. So you have to be very cautious. Back up ba by facts yung mga pinapromise sa'yo ng mga tao na to? When is hindi na totoo yung mga sinasabi nila, hindi na tama to. And I'm out. If you are staying in a relationship because of the potential ng tao na to and not really because of that person, that is a really big sign that you have to leave. Kasi first off, we have to be transparent and honest. Maybe you're being selfish. Maybe you are the person who is not accepting that person for who they are. Maybe yan talaga yung attitude nila. And talagang nag-aaway kayo kasi gaslighter siya, narcissistic siya. And hindi mo na talaga mababago yun sa kanya. You are being selfish for staying in a relationship knowing that you don't like the person. What you like is the potential of this person. Get a pen and paper, ilista mo. These are the reasons why I'm still in the relationship. Now, you have to identify it. Is it out of love or out of fear? Kasi to be honest, if majority ng answer mo is because of fear, because you are afraid that this person will find someone new, ay hindi mo kayang makita na may kasama silang iba. Number 2, baka mapunta ka sa taong mas worse pa sa kanila. Third, fear is you are afraid to be alone. If those are the reason why, then that relationship is based on attachment and not love. You are there because you have attachment issues. Maybe you have trauma bond, addicted to the highs and lows and the dopamine that you're experiencing every time nag-aaway kayo. But the question is, do you really need a closure? I don't even know what is the closure for. If you need a clear explanation, get a journal. Then, isulat mo doon lahat ng ginawang kabalustugan ng tao na to or ng scenario na to. And how bad this whole scenario have made you feel. How much it questioned your value in life. How much it degraded you. How much it made you feel uglier. Sulat mo lahat yun. Itatak mo sa kokote mo lahat na nangyari. Lahat ng sleepless nights mo, lahat ng iyak mo, ilista mo lahat yan. Kasi girl, yan ang closure mo. You don't need any closure from a man who hurt you. And you know what? The person who hurt you is not the person who will fix you. The only person who can fix you is yourself. Kahit ilang beses pa kayo magkita, you will still walk away feeling the same emptiness in your heart. And that's normal to feel like, I cannot deal with the loneliness and dealing with myself, dealing with my emotions, my overthinking. You have to finally face it alone because it is your journey and walang ibang makakatulong sa'yo but yourself. Here's what I want you to ask yourself. If your best friend or sister is in this situation where you are, right, what advice would you give her? Can you picture yourself being happy in this kind of relationship after 5 years? I'm not talking about a relationship na potential. This exact scenario you're going through right now, it's the same scenario all over again for the next 5 years. Are you going to be happy or not? Please comment down below what you think is a telling sign that you have to let go of a relationship, situation, family, or whatever it is. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Love you guys. Bye!